If I could only prescribe one medication for rheumatoid arthritis for the rest of my career, it would be methotrexate. Not a biologic, not a JAK inhibitor, it is methotrexate. And I'm not alone. Most rheumatologists around the globe agree with this. But here is the thing. Most of my patients are terrified of methotrexate. They Google it, they see this as a chemotherapy drug, and they want to run away from methotrexate and go to the others. Today, I'm going to give you 5 evidence-based reasons why rheumatologists trust methotrexate more than any other rheumatoid arthritis medication, and why understanding these reasons could change your feeling about methotrexate. Before we start, I want to know, were you nervous when your doctor first mentioned methotrexate? Drop yes or no in the comments below. I bet I know the answers, and by the end of this video, I think you will see this medication in a completely different way. Let me start with a story of one of the patients. She is 42 and a school teacher, a mom of 2. She was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis 3 years ago. Her hands were so swollen, she could not even button her kids' clothes. Her knees ache all the time so badly she could not stand in front of the classroom. Her rheumatologist prescribed her methotrexate. She was scared, as always. She read online that it was a toxic chemotherapy drug. She almost did not fill the prescription. But finally, she trusted her doctor. She started methotrexate. Within 3 months, her swelling was gone. Within 6 months, she was back to full-time teaching, her passionate thing to do. Today, 3 years later, her RA is still in good control. Her x-rays show no signs of any joint damage, and she takes one pill once a week, and she takes the pill once every week. This story is not unusual. It's actually the norm for many patients who give methotrexate a real chance, and here is the 5 reasons why it is. Number 1, let's start with the most important reason, and the reason methotrexate works. And this isn't just my opinion. It's backed by over 50 years of research and hundreds of clinical trials involving more than 37,000 patients. So you can see the math. Up to 40% of the patients who have rheumatoid arthritis have major improvement of their disease activity with methotrexate alone. When combined with a short course of steroid, almost half of the patients achieve low disease activity or remission. With the right treatment strategy, over 75 to 80% of the RA patients can reach their treatment goal with methotrexate. Let me give you an example. Let's think of rheumatoid arthritis like a fire in your joints. Your immune system is the fire. Methotrexate is like a fire extinguisher. It does not just mask the smoke like a pain pill does. It actually puts out the fire. It calms down your overactive immune system so it stops attacking your joints. And here is what happens. It is what it makes so special. Methotrexate does not just make your joint feel better. It actually changes the course of your rheumatoid arthritis journey. Research shows it slows down joint damage that doctor cannot see on the x-rays. That means it is protecting your joints for the future and not just treating today's pain. If you did not know that methotrexate could actually protect your joints from joint damage, hit that thumbs up. This is the kind of information that changes how you think about your treatment in rheumatoid arthritis. Now let's go to reason number 2. The reason number 2 why methotrexate is a good drug in rheumatoid arthritis. And here is something most patients don't know. Methotrexate makes almost every other rheumatoid arthritis medication works better. So it's a good team player. Think of methotrexate like a point guard on a basketball team. A point guard does not always score the most points, but they make everyone else on the team better. That's exactly what methotrexate does. All these biologic medications such as adalimumab or Humira, Enbrel or etanercept, Remicade or Orencia work together when combined with methotrexate. That's why we call methotrexate a team player. Patients on biologics plus methotrexate stay on their medication longer. This is why Even when patients need to add a biologic, rheumatologists almost always keep methotrexate on board. It is the foundation that makes everything else work better. That's why methotrexate is a team player in managing rheumatoid arthritis. Let's say methotrexate alone gets you to 40% better. Adding a biologic on top of methotrexate might get you to up to 80%. But if you take the same biologic without methotrexate, you might only get up to 70%. And methotrexate is the secret ingredient in how we manage rheumatoid arthritis. This is why both the American College of Rheumatology and the European League Against Rheumatism also recommend combining biologics with methotrexate whenever possible, whenever you are able to tolerate the methotrexate. Now, the number 3 reason why most rheumatologists like methotrexate is it may protect your heart. This is the reason that surprises most patients. Did you know that people with rheumatoid arthritis have a higher risk of heart attacks and stroke? RA isn't just a joint disease. The inflammation affects your whole body, including your blood vessels. But here is the good news. Research shows that methotrexate may actually lower your risk of heart problems. A landmark study of over 1,200 rheumatoid arthritis patients found that methotrexate users had a 60% lower risk of dying, and the biggest benefit was a 70% reduction in cardiovascular death. Another study of almost 200,000 RA patients confirmed that methotrexate reduces the cardiovascular risk by almost 20%. So it can actually help prevent your heart attack risk. And another last study of over 18,000 patients found that methotrexate was also associated with 18% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. So summing up all of those studies together, it tells us that methotrexate actually helps lower down your mortality. That's why it's a very powerful drug to help you live longer, not just manage your rheumatoid arthritis. That's why we have a win-win. Methotrexate treats your joints and may also protect your heart and increase your longevity. It is like getting 2 treatments from 1 medication. Now, I want to be transparent here. Cardiovascular benefit appears to come from controlling inflammation of rheumatoid arthritis, not from methotrexate itself acting as a heart drug. That's why it's not recommended as a primary drug to help prevent your cardiovascular risk for other patients who don't have rheumatoid arthritis. So in rheumatoid arthritis, because of inflammation, your risk of heart disease is higher. That's how methotrexate helps lower that risk. So it's not applicable to other patients who don't have rheumatoid arthritis. Now, the reason number 4 why we all like methotrexate is it is affordable and accessible. Let's talk about something that matters in real world, the cost of the drug. And you can see, methotrexate costs up to $20 to $50 per month. In comparison, biologic medication costs up to $6,000 per month, and JAK inhibitors almost $3,000 per month. And this is not a typo. Methotrexate costs almost 100 times less than a biologic. And here is the thing. For many patients, methotrexate works just as well. Many studies have suggested that methotrexate in combination with other drugs such as sulfasalazine and hydroxychloroquine can cause as much disease control as compared to biologics. That's why not every RA patient needs to be on biologics. We can manage your rheumatoid arthritis at the lower cost and same type of benefit using methotrexate and combination therapy. That's why we always don't need to go to expensive drug to control your rheumatoid arthritis. And you might ask why this matters? RA is a lifelong disease. You may need treatment for decades. A medication that is affordable means you have less stress about your insurance coverage, less worry about prior authorizations, less financial burden on your family and yourself, and available in almost every part of the world. Whether you are watching this video here in the US or in India or Nepal or anywhere else, you will have access to methotrexate. This is why methotrexate is the great equalizer. Whether you live in New York or New Delhi, you have access to this medication. And the number 5th reason, and a very powerful reason, that we love methotrexate, it may help you live longer. This is the reason that gives me a chills as a rheumatologist. Methotrexate does not just improve your quality of life, it may actually help you live longer. And for this, let me use strong evidence. A landmark prospective study where they look at patients with rheumatoid arthritis and they follow for long term, the RA patient on methotrexate had 60% lower risk of death compared to those not on methotrexate. And this survival benefit was seen in all causes of death, including cardiovascular disease and even death from lung disease too. That's why it is a very good drug. And think of methotrexate as a shield. It is not just protecting your joints, it's protecting your heart and your life. It is protecting your lungs too. You might ask the question, why does this happen? Uncontrolled rheumatoid arthritis inflammation does not just destroy your joints. It damages the blood vessels, increases the risk of heart attack, and also shorten your life. By controlling that inflammation early and effectively, methotrexate addresses the root cause of these problems. No other conventional DMARD has shown this survivable benefit. That's why methotrexate is unique. Now I know many of you who are listening to this video, you might be thinking, but doctor, it is a chemotherapy drug. How can it be safe? Let me clear this myth once and for all. In cancer treatment, the dose of methotrexate typically used is from 100 milligram to 1000 milligram per week. It is given in multiple times per week. The goal is to kill rapidly dividing cancer cells. And compare this with rheumatoid arthritis, the dose is 7.5 to 25 milligram per week, given once per week, with the goal is to calm down your overactive immune system. The dose makes the poison. At the low dose we use for rheumatoid arthritis, methotrexate is not a chemotherapy. It is an immune system regulator, and with proper monitoring, regular blood test, folic acid supplementation, it has an excellent safety profile. Fewer than 5% of the patients have to stop methotrexate because of serious side effects. Compare that to 100% of the patients who will have progression of joint damage if their RA is not well controlled. So you can do the math. Now let me recap the 5 reasons why rheumatologists trust methotrexate in managing rheumatoid arthritis. Number 1, it works. Up to 40% measure improvement alone with methotrexate, even more in combination. Number 2, it is the ultimate team player. It makes biologics and other medication works better. Number 3, it may protect your heart. Up to 20% reduction in cardiovascular disease, 20% reduction in your heart attack risk. Number 4, it is affordable. It is almost 100 times cheaper than biologics, and it is widely available throughout the globe. And number 5, it may help you live longer, from 41 to 60% reduction in overall mortality in rheumatoid arthritis patients. No other RA medication checks all those boxes. That's why methotrexate has been the gold standard for over 50 years and why it's not going anywhere soon. Now here is your action checklist, and screenshot this or download it from the link in the description below. Here is the action checklist that you can use today on how you can effectively use methotrexate. If you have been prescribed methotrexate, give it a real chance. It takes up to 6 to 12 weeks for it to be fully effective, so have some patience. Always take your folic acid with methotrexate. It reduces your side effects. Take it once a week, not every day. And put some alarm in your phone to remind you of methotrexate. And keep all your blood test appointments. They are your safety net to prevent side effects. If you have any side effects, don't just quit. Talk to your doctor about the solution first. And don't believe everything you read online. Trust your rheumatologist. And remember, methotrexate protects your joint, your heart, and possibly your life. Now remember our patient Maria from the beginning? She almost did not feel that prescription. She almost let fear win, but she trusted the science. She trusted her doctors, and today she's living proof that methotrexate can transform lives. Now your turn. Which of these 5 reasons surprise you the most? Drop in the comment below. And if this video changed how you feel about methotrexate, share it with someone who is just been diagnosed with RA and was handed over the methotrexate. They need to hear this. And thank you so much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, subscribe to our channel and then share this video with someone whom you love. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.